Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. Welcome back to Gundam Breaker 4. We are going to start the next DLC today because it turns out that the last mission I did for last time was the last mission for DLC 1. So yeah, we're going to jump right into the next story mission. And our Gunpla for today is Gurren Lagann. Um, I've used some of the tricks I'm using here before, but I'm going to go through the whole thing just so you can see. Um, of the various heads, since there aren't a lot of Gundam heads that had V-fins that are lopsided in the right way, so I went with the Easy 8 head, which had the basic correct shape and a fairly good color layout, and used a Turn A mustache tilted slightly for the crest on the helmet. Body is the Buster Gundams, because I was able to apply deco to make it look more or less like a face. Let's see, the arms are the Gerbera Tetris because the shape was just about perfect for it. Not quite, but close enough. Let's see, legs are the Dark Army because they had the best color separation for it, and also just good shape besides. Backpack is the Gundam Helios, which has more or less the right shape for the Gurren wing. It's not quite there, and for where the wings sit on Gurren Lagann, I had to, lower it way down. But I got closer than I expected to be able to, honestly. My main ranged weapon is a Dod's gun because it looks more or less like a drill. My main close range weapon is a drill lance because it is a drill. Beyond that, Easy 8 shield is invisible, but it is here actually, I think it's tiny and inside the arm. It's one or both. Either way, it is, here to give me the shield combo melee attack for an attack. For builder's parts, a pair of linked Jin crest antennae for the sunglasses. The aforementioned face guard, the Turn A mustache for the crest. I wound up doing 2 sets of added armor, one on the shoulders and one on the hips to get the shoulder and skirt armors right. Unfortunately, I can't put anything close to the Gurren Lagann logo on the arms because you can't put decals on builders parts. You can only activate their warning signs, which don't do anything functional for this deco. I did give it a beam boomerang because I only have one leftover slot, but of course Gurren Lagann can use its sunglasses as a boomerang, so seemed appropriate. And for EX skills, it has basically the Helios's cannons, the plasma beam cannon and the satellite cannon. Nothing else I can really add. And yeah, let's try the custom Helios burst action, because I have not tried that before. Looks like it's going to be, like, basically all the guns, so I'll try all the guns. Why not? Option parts, a bunch of autocannons from the Gerbera arms and from the head Vulcans. The beam boomerang, the shield combo, and the Helios backpack also has a large beam sword, which is the one from the satellite cannon. And beyond that, the same ability cartridges as I've been using. Actually, no. I need to find the one I have that gives, like, that. Hit point capacity of plus 280%. I just tried a stage with this to see how it runs, and then dumped all my remaining XP cards into the drill lance, but, yeah, it's, XP cards. You know what I mean. Plastic. But yeah, I definitely needed more health and more power, so I've at least, solved those problems a little bit. So, alright, changes applied, and we're going to go check out the first mission of EX02. Alright, so... there we go. Took me a second, because apparently brain is gone, but this is not unusual. I will not be trying this on hardcore, thank you. We will start at standard, which is level 41. Oh, and hey, they're one of the bonus parts for clearing this is a drill, so I might actually be able to improve the build a little bit by including that. But okay, yeah, like I said, EX01, we did all 3 of its stages. There's also a quest. We'll leave those until after the EX missions if I keep going at the rate I think I'm going to be going. We'll probably run about through 1 DLC a week, which is as fast as we're going to be getting them. So let's give it a shot. Okay, breaker booster on. I'm slowly depleting them, but I can, of course, go back to easier stages and get more if I need to. So, okay, so apparently we have to go rescue Lilin, and let's see how this works.
This'll never get old.
Yes, you are visiting the boardroom, apparently. Good for you. I'll put auto on, because that way the dialogue will just play, and I don't have to guess when it ends. Yeah, good idea not to discuss, like, private information in the lobby. And what is going on?
She
isn't waking up. Yeah, well, she said it would take a while. Okay. Yeah, but she's like an accidental new life form, so are they sure about that, or is that just their best guess?
No, she's fully repaired the damage done to her.
Damage fully repaired. Look, she's a growing girl. Let her nap.
Which means
okay, it's an issue with Lilin herself. Okay, we gonna go visit her brain and say hi? Is that what's going on?
Is preventing her from returning.
Let's see.
Affecting her systems at the deepest level.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. So
what's the plan then? Are we going to dive into her mind? Get in there and
yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let's see.
Only if you're willing.
Okay, yeah. Let's of course we're willing.
What does that even mean?
It means we're gonna jump.
How exactly
okay.
do you know so much about
Let me guess, you've done this before. Yeah, I think she did with Robota in Breaker 3.
My old team
okay.
used a simulator to enter AI minds
enter AI minds and battle a dangerous virus. It was a whole thing. Well, there's Gundam Breaker 3 in a capsule.
And you just failed to ever mention this until now?
I mean, it wasn't relevant to the current, giant crisis. So
Lilin began as an artificial intelligence created within GB4. This means that
hey, she got a whole illustration and everything.
We are able to interface with her mind via the battle simulator. This technique is known as diving.
Hey, yep, diving.
If used properly, it should allow us to investigate whatever is keeping Lilin from waking up.
I get it. Since Lilin is an AI, she's basically made up of a bunch of data, right?
I mean, I would like it if people would defragment my brain once in a while, but generally I would like permission first, to give permission first. Also, I don't think using Gunpla to defragment my brain would work because there's already too many in there anyway.
However, diving can be unpredictable.
Okay.
There's a lot of ground to cover. So our
yep, we're
best
going to split up
option
into
is
two
to
teams.
split up into 2 teams. If you're willing, I'd like one of the teams we send into Lilin's mind to be volunteers
Hey, yeah,
from her own clan.
I think that's fair.
Especially you, Misa. Your previous experience.
Okay, yeah, so it's going to be Misa. It's going to be Misa, Lin, and me. I'm betting.
To have you along. Do you think you can do it?
Of course. Leave it to me. I want to go too. I won't
Ooh,
sit around
yep.
while Lilin's in trouble.
I was actually going to suggest you as well. Your bond with Lilin could be
And that just leaves me. There's kind of not a game if the player character isn't in there too. So
for that same reason, I'd like the last member of the team to be
all right, let's do it. I just nodded. I need to look and see. I think I've gotten some new Gunpla emotes, and I want to see what they look like at some point. But for now, we are going to jump into an AI's brain and probably stab the hostile Gunpla in there. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty happy with how this came out. I also manipulated the striped deco pattern, that's the word I was looking for, to make it look like the look like the chest had teeth. I don't know how exactly well it worked out, but it better than if I had, you know, not done it at all. So, you can tell it is, you know, in a doubly virtual space because we are everything's slightly blue and shadowy. So, yeah, you can tell this place in this VR game is extra not real. Also, just weirdly, I wonder if the frame rate, the kind of like slight sluggishness we're looking at here, I wonder if that's just to kind of sell the idea that you're in some kind of, you know, weird like fantasy world too. Whatever the reason, yeah, it does kind of just feel a little dreamlike, which is interesting. Okay. I was hoping to do the launcher instead of, yeah, want to do that instead of the rapid fire. Okay, that hits good and hard. I'll remember that. Yeah, for all my upgrade plastics, I only got the drill lance up to level 44, which not bad, but yeah, it's I'm definitely struggling less here than I was on the stage I tried on hardcore mode last time, which was the last stage of the previous DLC. But okay, punch some things, use the boomerang, use the greatsword because it's here, and yep, there we go. More punches. Yeah, like I said, I believe I made the Easy 8 shield tiny and hid it inside the arm to make shield combo possible. Like, there is just something fun about, honestly, about like hiding a tiny little part like somewhere in the build where it's almost or entirely not visible. I do enjoy that. It's neat. Okay. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping maybe now that Gynax is sorted, that maybe we'll get something new about some of the things that Trigger used to work on. You know, the staff that became Trigger were, you know, responsible for Gurren Lagann and Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. I would not mind seeing more of either or both of those, honestly. But yeah, just I do want to see their Cyberpunk series from Netflix. Again, do not have the Netflix, but you know, they do good stuff. They're good animators. I don't know if you saw the anniversary video they did for Transformers, but it is their usual quality of amazing work. And, you know, these are people who clearly know a lot about and care about Transformers, which, you know, you could tell from other things they've done, like Gridman, where all the characters are basically based on Shattered Glass Transformers decos. But, yeah, I would love to see them get to do a whole Transformers series. That would be fantastic. I, you know, would not expect, like, to be honest, you know, there's a lot of Transformers series that I like. A lot of ones, you know, done in Japan that I like, but I think my favorites are, you know, the like Transformers Animated Beast Wars, things, you know, that did not have to go through translation. Just, you know, tends to be a little bit, tends to work out a little bit better. I think it's harder to, you know, lose a layer of meaning here and there when you're not translating, I feel like. But maybe that's just me. But yeah, you know, even so, even if the story is just like, you know, nothing, I would love to see them animate something. But given their taste in Transformers, I suspect they'd probably do better than that. So. All right, and let's try the big guns. Okay, it is a very linear burst action, but it is also very potent. That's workable. Boomerang down. There we go. Flurry. Yeah, and as long as you start tapping the button while that flurry attack is going, it seems like it will continue it for a good amount of time. So, like that. I don't think the lance can do a ground break, because I've tried a couple of times and have not had any luck with it. But... okay, I think this is the last of the boss mobile suits we need to deal with, so... yeah, the satellite cannons are just a little bit slow. You do need to basically have an incapacitated enemy to really land them, and the boomerang does not actually incapacitate things long enough, frankly. So yeah, the other cannons are actually the best bet for most of this. You will get more damage on average than you will with the satellite cannons. Against bosses, I bet the satellite cannon would be better, but it's good to see, you know, just random Gunpla boxes lying around again, as stupid as that may sound. Just, I do kind of miss the tabletops from the earlier Breaker games. I thought those were fun. You know, I would... as much as New Gundam Breaker was pretty much a miss in a lot of ways, I would not mind seeing, like, the, you know, room you get to run around in back. That would be fine. You know, salvage what you can from that, and, you know, otherwise I think they're in a pretty good place, so... okay, yeah, that was not really effective either, but this will be. Somewhat. Okay. Right. I guess I think the Helios backpack is a high grade part, whereas most of the parts I'm using here I believe are master grade, or scaled up to go with the master grade Easy 8 head I wanted to use. But I really feel that beam sword on from the Gundam X, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be a great sword. The one that's on the Helios backpack. And it uses the greatsword icon, certainly. So, yeah, it just kind of feels a little bit small for a greatsword. But again, I think I'm using the high-grade Helios backpack because that's all I had, or that's the best quality one I had. Yeah, no ground break, but you can, you know, keep stabbing things as you go. Not bad. But yeah. And punch that. Vulcans, and that is that. I'm hoping that's wave 1, or, you know, part 1 of wave 2, and now, yep, here comes another wave. Let's wave hello. Yeah, I was about to say, that looks like a good place to use the satellite cannon, simply because, yeah, everything's lined up pretty well. But yeah, this is, like I said, I don't know if it's like kind of sluggish and dreamlike on purpose, or just this DLC is not quite optimized terribly well yet, but it just does feel a little bit, like I said, sluggish, and, you know, just like kind of, I don't know how, yeah, sluggish is the best word I've got, I'm afraid. Like, just, yeah, now that we're fighting fewer things, you can probably see the frame rate has gotten better. It's less choppy. When I'm back over here, it immediately gets a little bit, it drops a little bit, which I realize that there is now a class of PlayStation 5 above mine, and I'm not really in any hurry to upgrade to it unless it becomes, like, to my definite advantage to do so, because that's a lot of money. But, yeah, I don't know why it seems to be doing this, but, like I said, I'm just going to guess not, you know, fully optimized here or something, but okay, let's cannon. Well, thank you both for walking into it, because otherwise that was a miss. And follow up with the satellite cannon, because take your opportunities when you can. Take the opportunities life hands you, that's my motto. Okay. Yeah, and also just for some reason when I've used an attack sometimes, and I switch palettes, if I'm still holding the R button to I'm still holding the R1 button to get ready to use an EX or an option part. If I'm holding that, it will just use the sword sometimes. So And that was a pretty good volley of spear. Use that to hold them still. Go to the sword. Follow the Vulcans. Punch again. Yeah, the shield combo attack, besides hitting fairly hard, has a really good short cooldown too. So you can keep things off balance for a good amount of time with that. So boomerang you, and as you can see, it does a pretty good job of launching things and dropping defense gauges too. Yeah, but like, okay, if I hadn't been, interrupted there, rude, it definitely would have dropped that whole vulnerability gauge for me. But yeah, as you can see, I finally figured out, to actually, even though the game like gives you an attack bonus for it, it took me this long to figure out. Yeah, I can cancel a option attack into an X attack if I want to, because yeah, like that. And that, as you can see, that's a lot of damage, like a lot of damage. So, all right, that is wave 2 clear. A rank time, yep, over budget. I have got to grind for more plastic. And also, yeah, not a great set of combos. So yeah, I'm probably not going to get S rank on this one, but I'll live. I doubt there's any kind of bonus for S ranking everything that justifies the amount of time and effort it would take, but eventually I'll just go back and do what I can. But I'm not exactly in a hurry to, S ranking this, not really my priority. Making fun Gunpla at this point and seeing, what kind of results I can get from them, definitely more where I'm at, because yeah, that's the fun part. You can S rank anything if you try hard enough, or if you, beat your head against the wall for enough years, but this is the game where I can make like Gurren Lagann and Zinger Z and who knows what out of random parts, and just be very pleased with myself. So I'd rather be doing that. Oops, that one's two. There we go. Get some of the smaller ones. Okay, a lot of them here nearly dead. Good. But yeah. At the moment, I hope everybody had a good discount candy day, because I only got one thing, but it was a really good deal. I got a couple of 2-pound, a master grade graviton hammer. I got two 2-pound sacks of Reese's peanut butter cups for $4 a piece. So yeah, not a lot of variety there, but I can put them away for later, because I definitely do not need to be eating all that at once, being type 2 diabetic and all. Really don't need to. But I'm also sharing with family, obviously, so as long as I get some of these when I crack them open, I'm cool. I don't know if anybody else always had, just had like weirdnesses growing up about sharing food with siblings and what have you, but yeah, that was just everybody I know more or less did. So unfortunately, spoilers here. Feeling like if you want some of something, you better eat as much of it as you want as soon as you can. Not good for your, health in the long term. Took me till like 44, 45 to catch up with me fully, which I'm awfully grateful for. But yeah, that, I'm glad that one of the things I'm on is an appetite suppressant, because yeah, it is actually helping. Like, just, don't let anybody tell you there's not a brain component to being overweight and it's just a question of, willpower or whatever. There is more to it than that. And yeah, sometimes, your body and brain chemistry is your own. It is not, it isn't, even if the person, trying to be helpful has lost weight themselves at some point and was able to do it in X and such a way, it is not necessarily going to work for you, It's... I have a bad habit of trying to give advice on things sometimes when I should mind my own business because, talking about my own experiences with something is how I often relate to people with things. So that is just how, how the brain wants to work. But just, a lot of times when people, especially when people have some kind of chronic illness, when you ask, have you tried? Yes, they have. It didn't work for them. And they have probably had every person they ever mentioned this to tell them the same thing. It's one of those things, just, it's, again, it's just like eating. It's another habit I kind of have to fight. So, but, yeah, that's just, again, different for everybody. Different things will work for different people. And just, best I can tell anybody is do what you can with yourself to be comfortable with yourself. And be in the best health you can be no matter what size you end up being or wanting to be, because that is really the best thing you've got. Because, I'm not a doctor, and I don't even play one on TV, thankfully. But yeah, just rambling here, but just, yeah, like I said, just everybody's relationship to food and weight loss and all that different. So, and just like an awful lot of, just like basically everything else in life, you will find a lot of people who, okay, that's wave 3. Is there a 4th? Because that didn't seem like a huge wave. There is a 4th. Yeah, there are always going to be a lot of people who, want to pass judgment on you because they think they understand what's up with you and they don't. And that's just something, something we all kind of have to watch for. Something I have very much done too much, but I'm lucky in that I was raised by a very understanding mother in particular who you had to get her really mad for her to get judgmental about you. And luckily, I don't think I ever made her that mad. So, we had our moments. We were people, but yeah, I am totally rambling now. Let's just throw some beams at things instead. That one's down. Next. Okay, Uraven Gundam Final Battle Spec. Guess it's Uraven and not Uraven. I don't know. I've never heard it or seen the katakana, which is how, I do. But, I'm trying to think of anything else really been going on with me lately, and nah, just, one thing. One thing that is not particularly, super important, but I've been enjoying. Vampire Survivors, which, of course, first of the Survivor games, which basically became a genre thanks to these, popularity of that game. It started out more or less as a Castlevania pastiche to the point where it kind of maybe might have used some Castlevania assets when it was first started, because they just picked up a random asset pack from somewhere for developers and did not know that those sprites were ganked or close enough to being ganked that they were a problem. But now they actually have gotten a Castlevania DLC. They're popular enough that the thing that they were homaging, parodying, what have you, is now actually, a special guest star in their game. That's pretty great. I'm really a fan of that game. For one thing, it is, just very relaxing to me. Too much so, it is one of the games like G Generation Genesis that will put me to sleep if I play it too much. But, yeah, also, just, the fact that it's always been inexpensive. The DLC is relatively inexpensive, too. I think it was $3.50 on sale for Castlevania. I think it's $5 normally, something like that. either way, not much. And yeah, it is a lot. There's one map, but it's Dracula's castle, and it's huge. And basically, like, if there are any Castlevania Pro tags they missed, I can't think of them offhand. So, they added a ridiculous number of characters to the game, and they're like, each of the Belmonts has their own unique whip that has its own special abilities. Somewhere in there, I'm pretty sure it's the Vampire Killer. I have not found it yet. I will figure it out. Like that's one of the games where I don't like looking anything up, where it's just like the process of discovery and trial and error is really, really enjoyable to me. Yeah, it's a good DLC. I recommend it. It is, it is one of the better time sync games out there. And one of the things I like about it is, and the Castlevania DLC in particular has a couple of good examples of this, is it is not at all afraid to break its own format if it makes what it's doing more interesting. Like, I'll give a minor spoiler and give an example of what I mean. If you ever played the doppelganger fight from Castlevania Symphony of the Night, it's in there. It's in there, and the game briefly goes to a side-scrolling mode while you're doing it to, give you as close to the doppelganger experience as possible. And yeah, just like I said, really good game. A lot of effort clearly goes into it, especially for what they charge for it, which again, ain't much. So yeah, it's a good one. Other than that, just waiting for Dragon Quest 3 2D HD to come out, or is it HD 2D? Either way, yeah, Dragon Quest 3 remake. I want to try it. I'm looking forward to it. It still feels weird that this is the first Dragon Quest game to come out since we lost two of the series like main creative staff. Koichi Sugiyama died, I think, over a year ago, but of course Toriyama died back early in the beginning of the year. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really kind of sad that we're going to be going on without him, just in general, but also in Dragon Quest in particular. Because yeah, man was a tremendous artist. He really was great. And let's see. There's some Vulcans at this. This thing is having fun just breaking my guard left and right. So let's just do a cancel combo right here and knock a lot of its hit points off. Yeah. Okay, once you start the greatsword combo, it will just go on until it gets to the launcher. Yeah. Also, if you on the dodge gun, if you hold down the button, it will fire a machine gun. If you tap it, it will fire a beam rifle. So, nice versatile thing. Machine gun, of course, the continuous damage is a good way to hold things down. So, but let me launch this thing if I can, and I'll just use the beam shots to finish that. All right. Anything else? Yep. Well, that's the end of the wave. Are there more waves? Okay. After 4 waves moving to the next area, well, there may only be like a few stages to each DLC, but this one is definitely giving us quite a bit to work with. Wonder if I'm going to have to fight a giant Lilin Carnation or something. No, I'm going to have to fight a giant Burning Gundam and a Wing Gundam Zero Custom. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure Wave 5 here is the end of the DLC, or the end of this stage, so that's good to know. And let's get in there and punch Wing Zero in the face. Okay, out. Satellite cannon? Satellite cannon. And it jumped. Let's go for the big attack. Well, that kept me out of Burning Fingers range, I think, which is a good thing, I'd say. Let's see. Get the, I swear I broke like 3 locations on it just by ramming into it with my shoulder. But, alright, now. And, okay, I'm gonna angle this like this, because I'm hoping, nope, hit almost entirely Wing Zero Custom, which, while I'm getting repeatedly Sekiha Tenkyo Kenned, but Can't have everything. But yeah, I was really hoping I could line up a shot against both of them. That did graze Burning Gundam, but yeah. Okay. So far, though, so far, so good. Before this, I tried to do the Re-Rise Gundam Re-Rising Gundam fight on Hardcore. That ended poorly. Well, actually, no, it did not end poorly. It just ended like 30 minutes later. So, which is its own kind of poorly, but I did at least clear the thing. But yeah, I'm going to work on Zero first, because I feel like Burning Gundam's going to be more of a threat when it gets below half health. So, that said, when my target lock breaks, the bullets go where the bullets go. Another location. Ow. Punch you. Punch you in the face. You are down. Good. Beams for everyone. But especially you. Okay, yeah, I'm getting good damage off of it while it's on the ground. That's good. And one more punch before... I don't think it's lost quite enough health to do its, like, mid-life bar shield. But I don't think it's going to be long either, so... Okay. I did actually, I'll put it this way as to how hard the Re-Rising Gundam fight was for me. I actually used guard. I know, right? But, yeah, I don't guard very often in games like this, because I'd rather be attacking. But, yeah, that one, for some of the, like, biggest, meanest attacks, I absolutely had to guard to get through or I was dead. This, of course, was before I discovered that I could have had the better grade hit point part on, so I was more fragile than I'd like to be. But yeah, I think I'll guard this too. Broke my guard. Jerk. Okay. Let's see. I probably have neglected my guard stats, honestly, because let's see if I can nail them both. Kind of no, but at least, you know, well, that gets burning out of our face for a minute. I am going to leave it on the ground. Because, yeah, I'd rather try and get Zero down. I'm pretty sure it is about to do its... oh, yeah, it's got its barrier up. What am I saying? Oh, well, at least my shield did work for that. Let's get there. Going to use a couple of these. I'm going to hold back some power for the for heals, because we may need them. Could I please be targeting the correct thing? Well... doesn't matter what you're targeting if your fist is sinking into the right thing. Okay. Ow. I really don't like you very much right now. Okay. That thing I said about saving meter for healing, forget it. Not when I... Oh. Get out of my way, dude. Okay, so... let's see. Yeah, this is going to be another long episode. Well, hey, you know, at least there's a lot to do for Breaker 4. It does keep me occupied. Okay, well, I'm cool with that, because again, I just used up all my... Okay, well, let's go with this. I did use up all of my EX meter for the moment, but also... perfect. I think I'm just going to make you eat beams right... they were not very good. Okay, just backing off because it's about to do a Vegeta at us. Okay. Go, burning's down again, but targeting. I would like you to please target what I want. Targeting. Kind of sad. I've gotten better at Dark Souls in those games, but the cameras have not gotten it. Like, I'm a little bit better at compensating for their nonsense, but not enough so that sometimes that I'm just not really comfortable with how they're operating for me, which is annoying, to say the least. Okay. Combo. Yeah, actually, to be totally honest, my standard EX is with is just doing a much better job of than that burst action is. In all honesty. Stop it. Thank you. Now where? Oh, I was about to say my head is off. So yeah, see what I mean? That was most of its bar. I think I got maybe a quarter with the EX action, but that was most of it right there. Okay, Wing Zero is down. Time to give Burning Gundam its due. Oh, you're just gonna drop stuff? You're not going to... Okay. We're not gonna meet the S-rank time requirement here because it's 30 seconds away, and this still has almost all of its health. But... and it hop back up. Yep, here it goes again. Okay. Punch you in the face. Sword you in the face. Everything in your face. And beams. Beams. Yeah, that was pretty good. Like, I have absolutely obliterated its lower body for now. That's not the worst news. Got some hits in there. Seems like a good time for machine gun fire. Okay, actually, no, the beam fire is much more effective here because instead of, like, 10 ticks of damage per shot, I was getting, oh, you saw 43-34 per shot, which I'm pretty sure I was not firing 433 machine gun bullets in the time it took me to do that. Okay. Okay, could I do have my parts back. Good. Let's go to burst mode. And... not bad. But it'd be better close up. Yep, turn on the damage hose. And, okay, come on down. Yeah, I'm not playing that. We are going to... I must have been missing the arm with the shield embedded in it, because it was just, yeah, not there. Oops, thank you again. Okay. Right, and... beams. And... yet more beams. Okay, actually, yeah, in that situation, when I had it dead to rights, yeah, that worked pretty well. Now to destroy your shield. Knowing that I do, as I now do, that the beam version of the Dodds gun is much more effective than the machine gun version. Oh. Yeah, yeah, like I said, not to definitely... okay, it's in hyper mode now, so I may actually have to be slightly careful. Yeah, those attacks can be pretty nasty. As you probably remember from the one time I tried survival mode. And this is about where, when it went hyper like this, is about where I cashed it in then. Okay, well. We're over there. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need to get the shield down. Ow. Well, Burning Finger missed me. I'll take that. Vulcan's do. Vulcan's EX. Nice. Good. One day I'll take my own advice and like save healing for when I need it or things like that. Ow. Oh yeah, my shield's already busted, so the guard gauge does recover, but not fast enough. Okay, yeah, at least the extra hit points on this build are definitely saving my life here. Okay, let's do this then. Your shield is down. Oh, you are down. Let's do this. Good news, it's a suppository. Yeah, that was like 2/3 of a gauge by itself. That's more like it. Ow. Oh, headless. That does make locking onto things difficult. I feel like one thing I would like to see for this... oh, and it's down again. Good. Okay, a Lance Flurry, really good for building EX meter, incidentally. But one thing I would like to see is there are certain mobile suits that have sensors in other body parts. like, you know, I believe the big lens on the Wing Gundam's chest, for one, is supposed to be a sensor. I think its official name is like the Seek Eye or something like that. So yeah, I'd like to see it so that things that actually have sensors on other body parts would get to, you know, maybe have target lock with a little bit of less accuracy instead of just total target lock break when you get hit like that. I think that would be neat. But okay, I need you to stand still now. Thank you. I was hoping I could break some locations and get it to sit still so I could hopefully finish it, but not yet. Okay. I kind of like how the boomerang just kind of bonked off of it. Aw, man. Oh well. Oh, yeah. Misa is down. Let me get her up. Will you stop? Okay, good. Okay, good. Lynn got her up, so that's fine. Okay, and I am gonna knock you down. Once I knock you down, you're dead. May not live to get knocked down even. Nope. Here comes the damage hose. Hooray! Alright, that is the mission. Yeah, like I said, that's a long one. I'm going to be up late getting that rendered. Oh well. Thank goodness for sound filters, though, because I'll be able to cut out most of the stupid noises. I mean, my voice will still be there, but the other ones, I'm good. Okay. Alright.
Okay, we should be able to get into the deeper systems.
Somebody stuck a lot of chewing gum under that desk. Access denied. Okay, won't let Misa in. What about Lynn?
What? Why? It won't let us through even though we defeated the boss?
There's probably more to it than that. We've got 2 more DLCs to get through, honestly. So. Okay, the administrator. Okay, so it has to be a Lilin that won't let us in. Is she still having you know, is she still having the guilt over spreading the virus to us or something?
Specifically blocked us from getting past this point? Why?
Okay. Well, everybody's got their secrets.
Can you see any way around this?
Nothing on my end.
Okay.
Lillian's mind isn't
Yeah.
like anything I'm familiar with.
Okay. So yeah, we have to figure out how she brains, and then we'll be able to hopefully, you know, get through this lock. And
I guess we need to turn back for now.
all right.
Yeah. Oh, Lilin.
Okay, let's get back there and see what our overall ratings are. Okay, that's a good win pose. I'll take it. Okay, SASSB. Ace points. Overall, I'm betting like A or B. Hey, I'll take it. Got the drill. We'll see what that looks like and see if I can equip it someplace good. But, yeah, not great, but good enough. Martial arts. Ton of beam ribbons, more martial arts. Graviton hammer. Oh yeah, that's Bolt Gundams. I forgot that. Weapons, club-shaped rifles, Hyper Dodge Rifle Magnum. That Dodge rifle. Yeah, a lot of these for certain things, just the names are so similar, it's kind of hard to tell. Stungle rifle, however, that's a new one. I have no idea what that's from, but there it is. I have a Stungle rifle. Let's see, Tallgeese 3's head. Dark Army Burning Gundam, Noble Gundam Shenlong, Noble Dalmay, Gaffron. Okay. Yeah, a bunch of G Gundam stuff, some Build Fighters stuff, Build Divers stuff, and some other odds and ends. So, let's see. And in terms of plastic, decent pile of parts in hands for. Could still use more, of course, but see, this ability cartridge goes. That might be worth it. That one is all positives, amazingly. That goes. Projectile speed down. Depending on what I'm using, that could be viable, but I don't think 5% of step is enough to justify it. Long range game. Guess that's okay. Cancel combo. That's not worth it. Have one of those. Not worth it. Not worth it. Keep that. Get rid of that. That's okay. No. Sure. No. No. I'm pretty sure I have a ground dodge part. I'll ditch that. Recovery when enemies defeated. Explosion area down. I think those have enough positives. They're worth it for now. So we'll go with that. And let's see if there are any other scenes or if we just get back out to the lobby. Okay, we've got a scene. Good.
I can't believe we couldn't get through, even after defeating the boss.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so she's got a mind like a fortress. That's a problem.
This is going to be harder than we thought.
Yeah.
Lillian's defense system does seem unusually strong.
Okay. Well, I probably upped my defenses after I got like captured by, you know, great value
Hard to
Kefka
say
myself.
without knowing why
So
you were denied access. If it's true that Lillian still has control of her defenses, then it would appear that she's locked them from within. If that's the case, then
sometimes you just
sadly,
gotta let
there's
people
nothing you
nap.
can
I'm
do.
telling you.
What? Nothing? You mean we can't help her at all?
Okay. I'm sure there's something we can
Don't
do.
worry just yet.
We still have options.
Right, Jin?
Yes. I know an AI specialist who might be able to help
Guy
us.
special. Okay, so
He's
we're
an
about to get
acquaintance
another
of
Gundam
mine.
Breaker 3 cameo here, I think.
You seem pretty well connected. Though if you're working with GB4, I guess I
The
shouldn't
AI
be surprised.
specialist.
I'll go over Lillian's data again while we wait for the specialist. Something may have changed.
I mean, yeah,
Good idea.
I don't think
As for the
Chaos
rest
was
of
an
you,
AI
I'll
specialist. I
contact
think
you
he was
if we
just a
need your help
programmer.
again. We may need to
But,
attempt another dive.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a Breaker 3 character.
I am worried
We'll find
about
out.
Lillian, but it sounds like there's little we can do for her in her current condition.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do until we meet
Don't let
our
this get
new
you
friend.
down. I'm sure we'll find a way to bring her back.
Or old friend, depending.
Yeah, there's
But-
no need to lose hope yet. Meister's gonna figure something out.
There we go.
I hope so.
All right, and that, I'm betting, is the... yep, that is it for now. Oh, new email. Continue to work with the development team. They have extremely talented AI specialists. May have some answers. Okay. That's fine. All right. Is the next mission part of this DLC?
This is the mission desk.
We'll find. Yes, it is. Okay, through the door. The truth is revealed and the battle intensifies. Well, that will be what happens
This is the
next
mission
time.
desk.
Oh, before we stop, let's see what that drill part looks like. If it looks good, I'll and comes with any like kind of special abilities, put it on. But for now, let's just take a look at it. In place of the boomerang, because there's really that's the only non-structural part I can really do anything with. Okay, where is drill? Stuff all just alphabetical? Okay, I am probably missing something. I frequently am, but it's also a big list. There are a lot of options here. Breaker drill, there it is. Okay, apparently it does have a, like, melee skill called breaker drill, and, okay, yeah. I think that's gonna go on in, place of the, boomerang. And it is going to go on the end of the arm. Let's see if I can make that happen. Adjust. Right. May be tricky, but down. Down. Okay, I better find another location because it does not want to go there. Right arm. Okay, since all my melee weapons go on the on the right arm, let's put it on the left arm too, and adjust from there. All right, we're going to move it down the arm. Yeah, it can cover the fist. I think that's appropriate for a Gurren Lagann drill. And I think that's pretty good. And now, because it's a Gurren Lagann drill, scale. Yeah, that'll work. That works fine. I think it'll do okay with the colors it has. We're going to leave it like this for now, and I think we will go ahead and use this build. Check. Oh yeah, got to equip the skill. But I think we're going to use this build again next time, so we can see just how appropriate this skill is. So, but that should be fun. Yeah, I think that should be like exactly what I want it to be. Also ridiculously large, but that's kind of what I was going for. So, again, seemed appropriate. But yeah, that is gonna do it for today's very long episode of Gundam Breaker 4. We will be back soon with more. Till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later.